Hey guys, it's me, Pinky C. I'm sorry about yesterday and not having any videos, but I was having a bit of a breakdown, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I'm here again, I'm back, I'm rocking my Markiplier pants, yay! And I wanted to share something with you, and also talk about survivors of physical abuse. First of all, I wasn't going to share this with you guys. In fact, I didn't even tell Mike. I didn't tell anybody. Because at first, I was very embarrassed. But then I thought, why should I be embarrassed when I wasn't the one who did this? So, you guys might notice that my video saying wrecking my truck for subscribers is gone. I deleted it. And I'm going to tell you why. The commenter that left that very weird request told me that it was because I was American and I drive on the other side of the car, and he just thought it was funny, or she, whatever. Her name was Kika. So I did the video, just trying to be loving to my fans, and messaged Kika, and I was like, hey Kika, check out the video, I did it for you. And Kika comes back with, yeah, well, you did it the exact right position at this time level, but you didn't do it the way I asked you to do it, and sent me a link. So I clicked on the link, and I realized this is a fetish. And I'm not into fetishes. Well, not those kinds of fetishes. I have my own, of course, we all do. But not that kind, and that's not what my channel's about. That's not what I'm about. I'm not here to sell myself. Or give somebody a fantasy. I'm here to help people, and I was very upset and hurt, so I deleted those comments and the video. If you guys want it back, just because you thought it was funny, let me know. Those of you who are loyal, I have no problem putting that back up for you guys, but if it's just up for Kika and nobody wants it, then I want it gone. But that's moving on to my next point. If you'll notice, I'm listening to music to kind of help me get through this. I'm listening to Faith No More. If you have not watched or listened to Faith No More, and you're into like alternative and metal, check out Faith No More. Especially their original stuff, like Epic. The song Epic is really good. Anyway, I told you guys before several times that I was in an abusive relationship, but I've never gone into detail because it's very difficult for me. But I want you guys to know, those of you who have been through it, that you're not alone, and I know how it feels. And I want the world who hasn't been through it to know how it feels. I was very young. I had never been in a relationship, and I was brought up in a very strict religious household by my grandparents, who I've told you before were Jehovah's Witnesses, which I am not now, I promise you, but they were. And so I knew nothing about life outside of their religion. They were very careful about not letting me mingle too much with worldly people who were not part of the religion. So I was kind of very sheltered, and I was taught that men were evil, just inherently evil. And I got so paranoid of men that my cousins would come to take a walk with me. They just wanted to see me, my two boy cousins, who I grew up with and had never done anything bad to me ever. They're the greatest guys ever. Their name's Joey and Henry. Hey Joey, hey Henry, if you guys see this. But anyway, I would put on knee-high boots and carry a baseball bat with me because my grandmother had me convinced that boys were evil and they could turn on me at any second. So I turned 13, and a boy moved in next door, and I was very secretive with my mom. I didn't tell her anything that was going on. I hung out with him a lot. He dated a friend of mine, and he was really nice to her, but they just argued a lot, and so they broke up, but we're still friends. And so I kind of felt like that gave him the check of approval that she dated him and he was alright. And I was so into him. If any of you guys have seen The Breakfast Club, Judd Nelson's part, that's what this boy looks like. Okay? I'm talking the long hair that comes down like this, the sunglasses, the denim jacket, the ripped jeans, everything. And he walks up on the bus looking evil, and I was in love. So I went after him. He was much older than me. By the time we got together, he was 18. But I was very young, and I didn't understand how life worked. I didn't understand how relationships worked, and all I knew was that my emotions were going crazy, and I thought I was in love. So, long story short, we did end up together. It was my fault. I went to him and told him I had feelings for him. But the first few months of our relationship weren't as bad. He would say things to me. Like, I weighed 180 pounds at the time when we got together. And he put his arm around me and said, I can't barely get my arm around you. And I started walking crazily. Like, I followed his every word. And I lost 50 pounds almost walking. So I was small. By that time, I was about 135 pounds or something like that. And, I was 13, 14 years old, so I was probably 5'1". He was 18 and 280 pounds and like 6 feet tall. And he started out playing and would pick me up and slam me on the ground. And I thought, oh, he's playing. I need to play this off. And I would laugh, but I would be in so much pain. Well, after we'd been together a few months, the day before my birthday, I told him I wanted to go all the way. And because I thought I was in love, and I did. And on my 14th birthday, and he was very kind to me. But after that, the first time he ever really laid his hands on me, I told him I was not going to be there that weekend, that I was going to see my dad, because I really wanted a relationship with my dad. It didn't really work out, but I really wanted it, so I'm not going to be here this weekend. I'm going to see my dad. And the next thing I know, he's on top of me, and he has his hands around my throat, and I remember my head pressing down into the mattress, and I just started crying, and he laughed at me, and he choked me completely out. And when he got off of me, and I woke up, which, you wake up almost immediately after they let go of you, he said, I'm sorry. I should have acted that way. I was just upset you weren't going to be here. You go ahead and go and see your dad. I was very confused. Like I told you, I'd kind of been taught that men were bad anyway. So I was like, okay, this must be what it's like. This is difficult. Wow. So time went on, and he got more and more abusive. And I hid it. Every bruise I had, I hid very well. I didn't tell my mom anything. I didn't tell my family anything. I would hide it. And one day my mom was like, we're going to the grocery store. And I was like, okay, let me call him and let him know that we're going. And she's like, no, you're always calling him. And I'm your mother, and I told you that we need to go, which is her right, because she had no idea what was going on. And I'm like, Mom, you don't understand, he'll kill me. And she thought I meant, oh, he'll kill me, I meant he'll kill me. And she said, come on, and I panicked the whole way there. And on the way back, I was like, Mom, he knows I left. She's like, Anna, he doesn't know you left, we just went to the store and back. But sure enough, we come around the corner, and there was a church right above my house. And this is no joke. He went and put on a trench coat and sunglasses, climbed up on top of the sign of the church, and perched there like one of the angels from the prophecy. And Mom wouldn't stop the car. I'm like, Mom, stop the car, we gotta let him in, So she left him there. Well, he shows up at the house, all nice and polite, and I knew I was in trouble. And he takes me to the house, gets permission to take me to the house, and I didn't fight it. I just played along because I thought I had to. At this point, he had me convinced that he'd come over and kill my family. He knew how to get in my house. And I thought I had no choice. And he got me there, acted like he was interested in me, got me undressed, and threw my clothes out the window and said, "You left me stranded, so now you get to figure out how to get your clothes when my whole family's sitting in the living room." Things got much worse from there, both sexually and physically. He ended up beating me with a water hose, dragging me by my hair, broke my nose a couple times. He hit me with his van. He shot me point blank in the leg with a paintball gun. And if he ever sees that I made this video, he found me on Facebook years later, told me he wanted to be friends if I would apologize for telling people what he did to me. A friend of mine went over and asked him if he really did those things to me, and he said that the friend was no longer allowed over there because he brought up bad memories. I was a bad memory, but yes, he did it. To you, if you're watching, because of you, I have a voice in my head always reminding me that one day I was that person. I have those memories in my mind always. They're in my dreams. You have ruined my life. And I hope that you are having a wonderful life. I actually do. I hope that you and your wife are happy and your kids are happy and that you're doing well. But you can never forget that one time there was a kid who thought that Prince Charming existed and got you. When you survived the kind of thing I've survived, it never goes away. And when you try to talk to people, most people say, "I can't hear the details. I can't handle this. I don't want to hear it." And I've never gone completely into detail about what happened. Like I said, it got much, much worse. I am moving beyond it. I am doing something with my life. I am helping people. And I am doing it in the name of healing past all of it. But this was 17, 13 years ago. And it's still in my mind every day. It's a constant voice nagging, "You're nothing, you're nothing, you're nothing." People who've been through this will get through this together. If you need to talk ever, leave me a comment. Email me, pinkycthementalkid@gmail.com. Let's get through this together. We can do it. And those of you who haven't been through it, if you know somebody who has told you they were in an abusive relationship, let them talk to you. You may not want to hear the details because it's going to be in your brain for a little while and make you have visuals, but they are living with those visuals and the knowledge that it actually happened to them every single moment of every single day. If you love them, if you're their friend, if you're their family, I think you can handle having a few visuals for a while, considering they actually had to live it. I actually had to live it. This happened. We loved, we trusted, and we were broken. Not just bruised. It breaks you. It breaks your soul. It takes from you. It makes you walk a different way. It makes you look at every person in your life a different way. It takes your trust. It takes your self-confidence. It makes you feel like you're nothing. Give them that back by being someone who says you are worth my time. That's all I have to say on this today, you guys, and I appreciate those of you who listened. I'm going to put trigger warning in the title and in the description of this video since it is pretty descriptive and a little bit graphic. But I felt like it was something I needed to share because I didn't want the world to be alone. I hope that you guys comment and like, and please subscribe with notifications on so you know when the next video comes up. I really do want to change the world. And I also want to change my world and I need your help to do it. I need your help to survive past it. Thank you so much. Again, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Pinky C, the mental kid, and I'm here to help as much as I can. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Bye, guys.